Alright guys, this is up to video 5 on how to install my aftermarket carbon fiber spoiler on my 98 Eclipse here. Um, on this video I'll show you guys the kind of finishing up, finish up sanding uh, after I fill in the bottom on the hoses. Um, basically just sand it all down and clean it up. I've sand most of it really smooth down, so you cannot feel any roughness or any oval. It has to be evenly, smoothly down. Like sometimes I sand it down to the part where you see I sand all the way down to the primer coat. It's okay. You know, if you accidentally sand it too hard and you sand down to the primer, it's okay. Just don't sand all the way down to the bare metal. Don't send it down to the bare metal, okay? But then after that, we'll clean it. I'm gonna clean it up and then spray primer coat on it. And that'll be in my next video. Is to, after sanding smooth down, clean it up, uh, mark mark the holes for the to install the aftermarket spoiler right there. Um, show you guys how to mark these holes. I can drill the holes, but you need to mark the hole before you drill it. You have to mark it right. And so this is the, I'm going to show you how to sand the last part right here. This last bundle right here, I haven't sanded. So this is how I actually sand it. Just sand all around the edges first, because that's where most of the uneven, and then sand a little bit in the middle to, you know, to smooth it down. But don't sand it all the way down to where you can see the holes that's been blocked with bondo, okay? So basically just sand it up. This is the last part I have to sand. Everything else already done. Kind of even it up. Make sure you move your way around. Make sure you move your way around so you can sand all around here. Um, just kind of smooth down the rough spot on the edges right here. And let me see if I can focus it in that spot I'm working on right now for you guys can see it better. Okay, there it is. Just kind of sand it on the inside of that bondo. Don't sand it all the way out here because you might hit the pane and you know you have to rebond it or so if you really hit the metal. So I'm just gonna sand on inside here only, smooth it down. You gotta feel it too. Just kind of work way around, sanding around. Just kind of smooth it down, sand it smooth down to the point where there's no more rough and it's really smooth and even right here on the even layer. And try not to sand down where you see I almost sand it down to where the hole is showing, where my bundle is covering up the hole. It's almost, I almost hit that, so you can see a little bit on the oval picture right there. But I didn't sand it down to the hole, so that's good. That means I really sand it down, like all the way down. And now I just gotta even it up with some 320 grit sandpaper. Hold on 1 second, guys. So now what I'm using is the 320 grit sandpaper. Sand it lightly first, you know. Uh, Sand it lightly. If it's get real rough, just go up to like 400 or 600 grit sandpaper. You know, just to get it real smooth. And then I can just go ahead and sand it with wet sand. And I'll show you about the wet sanding, I guess, in another video or so. Right before I spray coat of primer. And right now, the next thing is to I wanted to mark the hose, so I know exactly where I'm gonna mount my aftermarket spoiler. Um, Let me zoom in out here. So I know exactly where the hose I need to drill to install my aftermarket spoiler there. So what I need is first of all, get you a wet pad and clean the area that I just sand. Especially this area right here that I know where I'm gonna mark to drill a hole for my spoiler wing. So it's gonna be the area right here, this area right here. Okay, these two areas right here. Kind of clean it up. You don't necessarily need to clean this up yet until you wet sand it. If you wet sand it, you're gonna need to wet have it wet to sand it. But next thing is get your white out or any white marker. So so you can mark the dots holes to drill holes for to mount the spoiler wings there. So what I did is just kind of well, first I did this earlier with my people. I had one of my people, either your brother or sister or someone, can hold it up. Just hold it right there, and I have already installing the bolts. Okay, gonna need to install the bolt first, and I took this out from my previous car, so the bolts already installed. And now, if the bolts already installed, go ahead and just have someone to hold it like this. Hold it right where you want it to. Measure it if you have to. Measure both sides, and the wing should be straight down to the bumper here. So just mark it right. So I already marked it right. I had my spoiler, where I wanted to mount it. So it's right here. Just have someone to hold it and use lift it up one side like that, and use a white out here. Okay, use a white out and mark the hose line. Have someone hold this side over here, and I'm gonna be over that side to kind of hold it up while I'm putting white out marker right there. So this side done, go ahead and have someone hold that side, and I go over here and hold this up, and then just mark my white out onto onto the trunk there to have the white out mark. So after I have the let's see, I'll put in a better view here, you guys can see better. So after I put white out marks on the spot where I know my bolt's gonna drill, that's where I'm gonna have to drill to mount and bolt down the spoiler wings. See, right there, these two marks right there. Those are the mark that so you kind of get the idea, right? Is using white owl to mark the holes for to drill the new holes for the bolts to mount in the spoiler, the carbon fiber spoiler right there. Okay, so hope this video helped you guys, and see you in my next video when I actually gonna drill the holes up. And before I mount my spoiler back on, of course I'm gonna need to sand this wet sand in, and then uh, primer spray it first before I even do the spoiler. But I'm just gonna let you guys know first ahead of time is um, the reason I have the tape, this clear tape on too, right here, is to block the hold up. So whenever I put bondo or sanding, no sanding bondo will fall into my trunk. Okay, and I might have to put long nuts after I drill the hole here. See those holes right there I'm gonna drill? It's gonna be somewhere right here. So I'm gonna have to end up cutting this space right here, or I'm gonna go to lower somewhere and find me a longer bolts. You know, if I'm not gonna cut it, I'm gonna need to install longer bolts on my spoiler. Same with this side too. I'm gonna have to end up cutting this. You see, because right now my bolts is short. I need a longer bolts to go through my trunk there, to go through the trunk here after I drill the holes, you know, because the holes, obviously the hole is ending up like right here somewhere. So this thing is blocking it. I might have to end up cutting it. And if I don't want to cut, I'm just gonna have to find me a long bolts, and so that way I can install uh, the aftermarket spoiler, the carbon fiber aftermarket spoiler on to this to my 98 Eclipse. So that's my plan. That's, you know, I did the same thing like I did with my Integra when I installed this spoiler on in the back. But now this spoiler, this carbon fiber spoiler, gonna end up mounting onto my 98 Integra. I mean my 98 Eclipse here. So it's just round looking, so it's gonna look real nice with a Eclipse. So that's it, guys. Just clean up the area before you put any white out marks, and you know, wet sanding after this. And see you in my next video. Thanks for watching, guys. It's me, Young Leo Accio, signing out for now.